So Ian Botham, go on, jump on, Mr. Beast.
You're the guy that researched him.
I didn't research him. I wanted to talk about it because it's the most ludicrous shit I've seen all week.
Right, Ian Botham, cricketer,
Ex-England cricketer. He's Lord Botham apparently. I don't know. You got.
It's Lord. Okay, basically, ex-England cricketer, renowned for being very good in the Ashes against against Australia in one of the Ashes series, where he turned the whole match on its head based on his bowling.
Something like that.
Something like that, right? Renowned for being Ian Beefy Botham. Also being a television pundit and on TV shows
TV
like
cricket pundit,
cricket pundit. Question of Sport, I think he was on as well. And he's just one of the lads, one of those people. Fine. Pro-Brexit person as well. Very pro-Brexit. He's now been appointed to be an ambassador for the UK in dealing with Australia.
Which is ironic, because the guy who beat Australia all those years in the Ashes is now going to go negotiate with them.
The guy who sledged the fuck out of Australia. And by sledging cricket is trash talking, but it goes levels beyond. Like, I think it was a bowler called something McGrath for Australia. Glenn McGrath. He bowled it, right? And he kept going wide. And he goes, for fuck's sake, Warnie. He goes to the batsman, for fuck's sake, man, why are you so fucking fat? And the guy says, because every time I fuck your wife, she gives me a biscuit.
Is that what he said?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Holy shit!
Yeah, and the other thing they say, like, how's your wife and my kids? Right? And the guy replied back, wife's fine. Your kids are fucking retards. You know?
Oh man.
That's the humorous side of it. Some just gets fucking racial. Some gets racial and nasty. But Ian Botham said things like, Pakistan is the sort of country where every man should send his mother-in-law all expenses paid for at least a week to sort her out.
That's the one. Yeah, he said some gross sexist shit in the back.
Australia's vapid and open and empty? Or something
yeah, it's vacant, open and empty or some shit. He basically he's done everything wrong that you can possibly do for somebody in a position of that power.
Yeah.
It's going to rub people up the wrong way.
My favourite one, though, is the line about women.
Which one?
Oh, this guy's brilliant. He says, he faced a batsman called Peters. He goes, my wife doesn't face Peters at work, so why should I change nappies at home? Okay. Man. And then he also, in the same breath, says, I was a bad husband and I had affairs. Okay.
There you go, mate.
Okay, dude. Okay. So, yeah. He's now a lord.
I reckon he's the new version of typecasting.
Oh, okay.
Because he's been typecasted. He's a pro-Brexiteer. He's Rule Britannia. And they've sent him to go and do something like this with the catchphrase of saying, what was it? He will bat for us down under. That was the phrase said.
Oh, wow. He's got a tagline as well.
It's simply because I genuinely think he was typecasted. They could say some shit like that, but like, yeah, go England, yeah. Like, that's it. I'm sure he was typecasted. This is a new version of typecasting. There were like 9 other people that have been given new roles that are unproven as well.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Brexit ministers and everything else are all absolute gobwank.
It's a whole cabinet of Brexiteers. Huh? It's pretty much it now.
Well, it has to be because no one else wants to eat the shit sandwich involved with it.
Yeah. And
it's going great right now. We've got Nando's that are closing because lack of chicken.
Oh, bruv.
In the heart, man.
So I sent out a tweet earlier today. I sent it to my family group. And it's a journalist on ITV who went around asking people how they feel about McDonald's not having milkshakes.
So context anyone internationally, right? The UK right now, we've got issues with food getting to places, right? Number of reasons, may go into in a second. But so far, Nando's is a chicken place we have. They have to close 50-odd stores due to lack of, guess what, chicken. Mm-hmm. McDonald's have had to close certain food options due to lack of bottled water and lack of milkshake.
Yeah, because there's a shortage in heavy goods vehicle drivers. And it's not because of them being ill or pandemic, it's simply because of Brexit. That's it.
Well, see, again, that's a questionable comeuppance because there's always been shortages of those people, but the thing that's happened most recently is that the shortfall's been made up a little bit by drivers, but from Europe, But then the drivers from Europe aren't coming in to do the normal haulage on mainline routes that our drivers are doing.
Yeah.
And also the rules have changed for certain drivers as well. They require extra training and extra licensing. And some of them are saying, bollocks to you, I'm not doing that. I'm packing it in, I'm old enough.
Yeah.
So young guys who said they're trying to do HGV courses, they're offering to people young as 16 to 18. Great.
But you can't drive a car until you're 18.
16, Indy.
No, you get your license at... No, I swear, no, it's 17. You get your license at 17.
Okay.
You get a provision
fine.
at 17.
Okay, fine. 17, 18, you get your license, right?
Yeah.
So you pay $2,000 to do a HGV course. Guess what? You can't get insurance till you're 25, 26.
On a HGV.
Yeah, they won't insure you for shit.
It's kind of like motorbikes, isn't it? Or something like that. We have to have driven a car for a certain amount of years, and then you can buy
Oh, no,
motorbike.
my bike's CC based. But yeah, no, this is literally a case of insurance companies go, how young? No. Not risking it at all. And then the conditions for HGV drivers isn't great either. And it's a difficult profession to go into. London's a nightmare, so on and so forth. Everything does tend to come via London, surprisingly. And people don't want to deal with it.
When you say via London, you mean driving through London and stuff in the narrative.
Driving through London, as supply routes go through the airports, through Heathrow, and everything else. People go, even from Dover, it goes from Dover at times to London, then from London out to the rest of the country, which is stupid, but then that's just how it works. So, we have issues with food and shortages in the country.
Yeah, so ITV, they're a news channel. One of the presenters, the journalist, this poor motherfucker, man. I feel for him. He sat there and
he went in.
What
he
we're
went
doing today,
in.
guys? And they're like, you, my friend, are going to go and find out about the outrage that people are facing about the shortage of milkshakes in McDonald's. And it's a 35-second clip on Twitter. It's going viral. Just type it in, you'll find it. But it's just people saying how upset they are that McDonald's can't give them a milkshake. And this one guy's like, oh, can't get a milkshake. I've got to go around the corner and go to the milkshake shop and get one from there. And I'm like, well, go around the fucking corner, buddy. Right?
The best one, though, was the last Scottish guy. How do you feel about it all? I'm distraught. Woo!
I'm like, bro, you're destroyed about a milkshake. Come on, man, grow up.
Hyperbole or something? I think so. We had I think KFC had it. Actually, KFC have got issues now as well. Lack of chicken.
Yeah, KFC have got issues now, but they had issues in the past where they changed their supplier because they didn't want to negotiate a higher rate with their previous contractor. And their new supplier fucked it up massively.
Big time.
And they couldn't get the chicken out. So then KFC backtracked, went back with their dick in their hands and said, can we have our old contract back? And the other company was like, yeah, sure, and probably bent them over the barrel.
With a markup. With
a heavy markup, because their restaurants are out of business.
People are complaining. They're like, oh my God, I'm so distraught. I have to go to McDonald's now instead. I'm like, okay.
I've had to go to Burger King.
I've had to go to Burger King. I've had to go to Burger King. I've been to Burger King. Some stores are great. Some stores are shite. That's Burger King. The reason
why that made the news is because the police put out a statement saying, please stop calling 999 and saying that KFC is closed and treat it as if it's some kind of worldwide emergency. It's not an emergency. And the woman was told this in the car. And she said, well, they're going to give me a rice box then, right? Fucking hell.
Oh, shit, man.
Incredible. Yeah. England never ceases to amaze with the levels of, that's what's getting you upset today?
Hey, listen, I say one phrase all the time. My wife hates me for saying it. White people.
Yeah, it
and leave it at that.
Man. It definitely is. Wait until mixed grills places start closing down, bro.
Oh, mate, they're gonna get angry.
People are gonna get angry.
Desi butchers are gonna be like, nah, going up. We'll get chicken fresh ourselves. Fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. Down.
We'll go and find some chickens, man. It's cool.
Don't forget, Is it Two Sisters? Seven Sisters? No, Two Sisters is a Asian-owned supplier of chicken to Asda, Sainsbury's, and everyone else.
Are they? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. They're based around RNs and everything else.
Okay, cool.
So there's always that Asian connection there. Mixed grill bun. They're like, you know what? We know they're brought up the road. We'll have a little chat.
We know the guests up the road. That's it.
We'll sort it out.
Incredible scenes this week, man. This has been a really good podcast. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, pal,
cool.
for jumping
Peace.
on. And doing
right.